Warning, the following video may contain adult language, will contain adult language, and themes. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. If you have a problem with this, I suggest you stop the video now. So, I just got done watching Friday the 13th, Part 7. The New Blood, released in 1988. Yes, this is a classic from the 80s, rated R, horror thriller. And it has a 5.2 on Internet Movie Database, which isn't bad for a horror movie. I think most of the Friday the 13th movies are like around 4 to 5 points or something like that. I, uh, the reason why I'm reviewing this is because I found a work print of it on I just found a work print of it, so it's more footage for me to see, and it's kind of ironic that that I even bothered I even bothered watching it, is because let me start off by saying this is my least favorite of the Friday the 13th movies. I'm a Friday the 13th buff. I have seen them all. Up until now, I believe I've seen all of them, unless there's some hidden Friday the 13th. I've seen Friday the 13th Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Friday the 13th Part X, Freddy vs. Jason, I've seen the remake, and I think that's all of them. But anyway, this is the worst one in my opinion. Basically the premise is that there's this movie starts out and there's this little girl who, who's about I think 7 or something, and she's like she lives up in this cabin in the woods with her mom and her dad, and their mom and her dad are fighting over the usual MacGuffin, alcoholism, and she runs out to the dock, and she's like, because her dad hits her mom, and she's like really sad. She runs out to the dock and gets in a boat and goes out on the lake, and her dad runs after her, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do it, honey, come back." And she says she's all pissed off. She's like, "I hate you. I wish you were dead." And she does all the little girl things, whiny little girl things that they do when they're mad at their parents. And the movie has her. She is so emotional that it manifests in psychic powers, and she accidentally kills her father because she makes the dock he's standing on collapse, and he falls in the water and he dies. And then it flashes forward to the present where she is going back up to her house. She's a teenager now. She's going back up to the house with her mom and her doctor, because she was admitted to a psychiatric hospital because of the trauma of her childhood, and they're going back up to the house because the doc's like, "Oh, I'm going to try to cure her back up at her house. We're going to try to face her demons." But we all know it's he's such a transparent villain in this. He really just wants to induce her powers and basically write a book on it probably and become famous, because hell, it's a girl with psychic powers. I mean, not psychic, telekinetic powers. You could win a Nobel Prize for exposing something like that. So basically that's the premise. They go up there, and next door there's a party going on with a whole bunch of other teenagers or early 20-year-olds, and they're having a party and shit, the girl is up there, I can't remember how, but she accidentally sets Jason free. I think in the previous Friday the 13th Part 6, Tommy Jarvis chained Jason up, chained him to a boulder, and Jason fell down in Crystal Lake and was stuck down there. She basically frees Jason with her psychic powers accidentally. She makes the chain snap, and Jason gets free, and obviously he starts slaughtering people. And people at the party, people who are just campers, random campers, it's the basic Friday the 13th. Why do I hate this one so much? Yes, I hate this. This is my least favorite Friday the 13th out of all of them. Every Friday the 13th related movie I've seen, this is my least favorite. Why is it? And I think I figured out the main reason. There are plenty of reasons why this movie sucks. But the main reason, yes, I hate it even more than 5. I did not actually think 5 was that bad. But the main reason I hate it is because the female protagonist sucks. She sucks so bad. She is so whiny, so whimperish, so puppy dog and helpless, and she's she's so fucking annoying in this. She's one of the least likable female protagonists. I liked I can't remember what the girl's name was in the first one, but she was okay. I thought Ginny in the second one was pretty good. Chris in the third one was good as well. The girl in the fourth one, I can't remember her name, Tommy Jarvis's sister, was okay. And I don't think there was the woman who ran the teen camp or something in the fifth one. The woman who, she was okay, I guess. She wasn't really a kid though. She wasn't a teenager or even a 20-year-old type woman. But anyway, she was okay. And the sixth one, who was in the sixth one? Oh, it was that sheriff's daughter. She was okay. But like the women protagonists in these have always had their moments. They've been strong. They fought back against Jason. They've had to persevere. And the girl in this is just terrible. She's whimpering. She's weak. And another big problem with this is that she has telekinetic powers, so she never really has to directly deal with Jason. She never has to, like, in the fourth one, the girl in that picked up a machete for fuck's sake, and she was like trying to hit Jason with it. She was like fighting Jason almost. In this one, all this girl does is just think. And she like kicks Jason's ass with her telekinetic powers. That's the dumbest. Oh my god! It defeats the entire purpose of the Friday the 13th movies. No, there should not be telekinetic powers or shit like this. And I think they realized they fucked up because I don't think in any of the other Friday the 13th movies there's anything remotely like this. Like, this is such a one-off deal where this girl has, like, special powers. And in some ways, this movie has too much plot. It's almost like, there's a whole nother plot here, of this girl who accidentally killed her father. You could extract this girl and her whole storyline and just remove Jason, and it probably could have been a whole movie in itself. With the villainous doctor who's just trying to exploit her, and the doctor who's like, at every turn he's like, and he even ends, spoiler, but he even ends up killing the girl's mom. Well, he doesn't kill her, but he like holds her up so Jason can kill her. It's just, oh my god, like, there's too much plot with this girl. Like, there's too much plot in this movie almost. Like, she has to deal with her demons when she was younger, and like she has telekinetic powers, and she's trying to fight the doctor, and then they just throw Jason in there, because hey, it's supposed to be a Friday the 13th movie, and like I said, I think they knew they fucked up because they never did something like this again. I don't think they did, at least. And it's sort of like the fifth one because I think they realized they fucked up in that one. It was actually Jason's not even in that movie. I don't think it's somebody else dressed up as Jason. If you know anything about the fifth one, and so it's sort of like Scooby-Doo. They remove the mask and they're like, Mr. Carswell. He's like, I would have gone away with it for meddling kids. But like, they never did that again. They realized they fucked up and they kind of ignored that one. And it's sort of the same thing with this one. They never did anything like this again. And it's almost like this one never existed because I think I think Friday the 13th Part 8, which is Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason's basically back where he started. I think he's underwater again. Like, the girl releases him from his underwater prison with her telekinetic powers, and she puts him back down there in the end of the movie. So it's like this movie never even happened, and thank God. This is a terrible fucking movie. I hate the girl in this. She's just so weak. She's so whimperish. I even felt sorry for Jason in this one, because she just kicks his ass with her telekinetic powers. She, like, throws shit at him. He can't do jack shit. He's just like a zombie. And plus, Jason looks terrible in this. Like, his mask comes off at one point, and he looked way better in the fourth. In this one, he looks like a cheap zombie from like an 80s Z-grade horror movie. Like one of those really bad, zombie movies. Like, I think the one that comes to mind is like Zombie 5, where the zombies look terrible in that. I think it was Zombie 5. And that's what Jason looks like. He looked way better in the fourth one, when she knocks his mask off in the fourth one and Tommy Jarvis like slices his head in half, almost in half. He looked way better in that one. Like, this is my least favorite Friday the 13th. The characters are uninteresting. Like, yeah, all the teenagers in it are just fucking annoying as shit. Like, there's like this one girl teenager who's like a rich bitch, and she's like so transparently evil, and she's almost like as mustache twirling as the psychiatrist, and she's just like, oh my god, she like uses people left and right, and like she's so despicable. There's like and like. Yeah, and the love interest to the main female protagonist is also a dumb fucking idiot. Like, oh my god, I hate this one. This is my least favorite by far. It's just such a one-off deal. They never did the psychic power thing again. Anyway, so that's my whole rant and rave on it. I don't think there's any famous people on it. The psychiatrist or whatever, psychiatrist guy or whatever, looks sort of familiar. I think I saw him from other things, but yeah, I think his name's Dr. Cruz. I think he's played by Terry Kaiser. I'm calling it right now. I think he was in Weekend at Bernie's. I think he was. I'm gonna look on Internet Movie Database right now. I'm betting you so much money that he was in Weekend at Bernie's. I'm calling it right. Yeah, he was Bernie. Yep, he was Bernie at Weekend at Bernie's. So that's the only person I actually recognize. Anyway, it's a terrible movie. It's called Friday the 13th Part 7. I may do the other Friday the 13th movies, but I mean, geez, there are so many of them. Yeah, it's Friday the 13th Part 7. The New Blood. Ugh. I don't know if they're gonna make another Friday, because they remade Friday the 13th. I don't know if they're gonna make a sequel. And I thought the remake actually wasn't that bad. It was definitely way better than this. It at least knew not to involve like psychic, telekinetic bullshit. Oh, that's another thing. This girl is so fucking overpowered in this. That's another thing I want to mention. She's like, she doesn't even belong in a Friday the 13th movie. She belongs in like X-Men. There's a point in the movie where like she can control with her mind this can of gasoline, and she makes like the spigot come out, and she shoots the gas at him with her mind. So she can basically control water, liquids, and then she like makes the furnace explode with her mind, and she makes the fire fly at Jason and light him on fire. It's like, what the fuck? So basically she's pyro. She's like pyro, she's like Aquaman sort of, like not like Aquaman, but you know, a guy who can control water, and she can move things with her mind. She's basically like a weak version of Jean Grey, Pyro, and like Hydro Man. It's ridiculous. This is like a mutant in a X-Men mutant in a Friday the 13th movie. It's ridiculous. Thank God they never did this again. Not like I said, I can't belabor the point. She's just like a whimpering, like, oh my God, I killed him. Oh God, she's terrible. Oh, worst Friday the 13th in my opinion. I don't care what you think. It sucked. Anyway, okay. Have a nice day. Bye.